Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I don't want to make this intro long and dreadful, so let's just start. I'm gonna first take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium and this flat concealer brush. So when it comes to putting down my base for my shadows, I like to carve my brows out first with a concealer and then just drag the concealer down all over onto my lids. Using concealer as a base rather than a shadow primer is a trick I learned from a few makeup artists that are based in the UK, and their techniques are just amazing. If you ever have a chance to check them out, I'll link some of their Instagrams down below in the description. So I'm going to take my Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette and this pinky light transition shade in the shade Shy, and I'm just lightly applying it into my crease. So then I'm going to take this shade called Sandalwood and just place it wherever we place the Shy shade. Next, I'm going to take this shade called Henna and again just placing it lower or beneath the Sandalwood shade. Next, I'm picking up the shade right next to it called Maneater. It's a very red, warm eyeshadow shade. It's one of my favorites from the whole palette. And again, I'm just blending it into my crease this time, going a little bit higher just because I'm using a more fluffier brush, so it's a lot easier to blend. And then with a bigger clean brush, I like to blend away any of the harsh edges I may have had. And again, with that same concealer brush and the same leftover concealer, I'm going to start carving out my crease. Then I'm just going to blend away any harsh edges from the concealer and blend away any extra concealer I may have applied. It just makes my next application a lot easier. So taking the Desert Dusk palette, I'm going to take this shade called Twilight and apply it all over where we applied the concealer. This doesn't have to be perfect or precise because I'm going to be adding something on top of this shadow later on after we blend everything out even more. So another red shade, I'm going to take this shade called Saffron and apply it to the outer edges where we didn't apply concealer. And then again with that same clean fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend away any harsh edges. So the star of this show, I'm going to take the Stila Metal Glitter. I don't remember the whole name, but this is the shade Into the Blue. And I'm just going to apply it wherever we applied that purpley shade. And then with a small stippling brush or eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to blend away that liquid glitter we just had applied. And then I'm going to take this glitter glue from Too Faced and this angled eyeliner brush and start applying the glitter just onto the crease where we had cut it with concealer before. And then with a glitter of your choice, it doesn't have to be the same exact shade of glitter that I'm using. Just apply it just on the crease where we had cut it where the shadows and where that blue shimmery shade cuts off. And just take your time with it, because if you don't, you're gonna mess the whole thing up. And going back to the rose gold palette, I'm applying the Shy shade onto my lash line. And yeah, I already applied my foundation, so it's a lot easier to blend these shadows on the bottom lash line. And then I'm going to take sandalwood again and blend everything out even more. So I'm going to take the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony and just apply light strokes into my eyebrows. And then I like to go back with some eyebrow gel and set everything in place. Next, I'm just going to use this Troublemaker mascara from Urban Decay and apply a light coat to my top lashes before we apply falsies. And today I'm going to be using Lash Me Up lashes in the style Wanderlust. These are very dramatic, so I thought it would be perfect with this eye look. And I'm using the House of Lashes clear glue. So after we apply our lashes, I like to go back and add a little bit more mascara and then apply some onto my bottom lashes as well. And I like to go a little bit on the heavier side just because it opens up my eyes even more and just pulls the whole look together. And then a step I regret doing is adding highlighter to my brow bone when I'm finished with the whole eye look, just because the excess powder gets on my lashes, on my eyeliner, and then it's really hard to fix. So just do it whenever you're in the process of adding your shadows. And since I had already applied my foundation, I'm just going to go ahead and bronze up my face using the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. And then for blush, I'm going to be using their Galifornia blush, also by Benefit, and just applying it to the apples of my cheeks. And for highlighter, oh, never mind. For lips, I'm going to be using this Hover lip liner from MAC. And then I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Pure Hollywood liquid lipstick. I just like applying a very thin layer just because my lips are dry. And then I just blend that in with the lip liner since the lip liner is a little bit darker. And then I'm going in with this shimmery gloss by Becca. I'm going to be taking this Too Faced highlighter in the shade Blinded by Light or Love Light. I'm not sure which is the shade name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And then with some setting powder, I'm just going to bake underneath my bronzer just to make it look like I actually contoured my face. Okay, so that completes this look. I hope you guys learned something new, and I hope my voiceover wasn't so dreadful to listen to. Maybe I'll record a talk through video, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.